Hi guys, this is a different kind of video about braces and my experience with them and if I would recommend getting them. I am actually doing this video because my braces are coming off in 5 days. I've had them for a year and a half and I really feel like, you know, there have been a lot of annoying things to having braces. Honestly, they're not fun. Like, they're kind of a pain in the butt to clean, they're a pain in the butt to have, to eat, to do anything. Like, they're annoying. They hurt, it hurts to go to adjustments, the appointments are annoying. But would I do it again? Yeah. I feel like the confidence I'm going to have when I get them off is worth it. Did they cost a lot? Yes. But if you can get some good insurance, it's really not anything to like stop you. It's not like going back to school, you know. I think that's about five grand. It's not that bad, and then insurance usually pays like half. So if you have them for a couple years or 3 years or whatever, they'll usually do payment plans with you and no interest and stuff. So I definitely think that you shouldn't let finances be a reason not to get them. You can pay as little as I think $20 a month or something. So if you really want them, there are a lot of great orthodontists out there. Just ask your general dentist what they would recommend, who they refer to, and they probably have a couple that they like or that their patients like, so definitely look into that. But I just want to give you a little close-up of my teeth. So right now I have pink on the top and burgundy on the bottom. So it's pretty exciting because I've never done the colors before. Just this last couple weeks, I went in for my like final appointment and I told them to do what they wanted because normally I get clear and I'm boring and an adult. And I said, do what you want. So they put pink all over. Then something broke on my braces and I had to go back. And so they were gonna redo the bottom anyway. So they're like, do you wanna get a different color? And I'm like, ooh, the pink looks really good with the burgundy. So I went for it. Like, I feel like you only live once, and I know clear looked better, like as far as more professional and more mature, but you only live once. Like, what the heck? I'm still young. I'm 27. Why not? So I really feel like it's important to talk about kind of the struggles with it, how to take care of them, things like that, because I wish I had known some of these things before I got them. I think that it's important to understand what you're getting yourself into. Like, if I had known some of these things, I might have reconsidered. But like I said, overall, I definitely would not have, does that make sense? I definitely would have continued to get the braces even if I knew everything I knew now. So why did I get braces? So 2 reasons really. One was my smile was like edge to edge. So if these are my bottom teeth and these are my top teeth, I was like bink, like they were exactly even. And you're supposed to have a little bit of an overbite. The top teeth are supposed to come over the bottom teeth just a little bit. So I didn't have that, so I smiled like this. I mean, that might be fine. Like, I had straight teeth, but I didn't have an overbite. And another thing was I needed to get an implant where I'm missing a tooth. And they needed to make some more space for that. Because since that tooth hadn't been there, these back teeth behind it had started tilting forward to kind of close in the gap. And that's what happens if you're missing a lot of teeth. So your face can also kind of go in. Well, that actually just kind of looked good, but you know what I mean? Like, people who don't have teeth, their face is sinking, and it can actually be like health problems to have like infected teeth in there, and it could be a big issue. So I definitely wanted to have a healthy smile and get things taken care of before I had kids, before I had to spend my money on other things. So I went ahead and did it. Are they annoying to clean? Yes. Oh my gosh. I feel like certain foods, like I knew were going to be a problem, like gum or whatever, or trying to bite into an apple, forget about it. I break every single time, my brackets. But other times, things that were supposed to be easy, I like break my braces. Like a soft dinner roll, something will slide off. And I'm like, come on. I like try to rig it. Like, I put a rubber eraser from the tip of like a mechanical pencil on the end of my wire to like keep it, because it was poking me so bad and like the orthodontist wasn't open till Monday. And so I just like rigged it with an eraser on the end of the wire. Like, I walked around with an eraser in my mouth for multiple days. Like, that's hardcore, right? They do like emergency like things if you call in, and like they'll call someone in on their Sunday or something, but I was like, I can live with it. It's kind of weird, but what are you gonna do? But to clean them, like, you actually have to go under them with floss. So you have to like floss underneath the wire, like feed it up and under, and then floss. up and under, and then floss every single tooth. Up and then floss. It is like so time consuming and annoying, but I really recommend getting toothpicks to carry with you. Some of those Christmas tree things, they're like, let me see if I have one here actually. I don't think I do, but basically it's like, of course I'm a makeup person, so I have a beauty thing. It's like a little stick like this, and then at the end it has like almost like a bottle brush, but it's real small, and it like gets real small when the brushes like condense. If you like put it in a small space, it'll condense real small, but it'll also be really big. So you can slide that up under the braces and like clean out stuff like when you're on the go. Obviously brushing and flossing is great. I really recommend a water pick. Kind of takes some getting used to, but worth the money I think overall. And flossing is so hard that like it's really hard to motivate yourself to do it, because it's like I hate it so bad. But if I don't, when I do floss, I end up with like pieces of food, and I'm like, oh God, okay, I need to floss more regularly. Like when I wait a couple days and I feel like, you know, normal teeth people can like skip a couple days from flossing. No, if you have braces, it's a different issue. So what was I saying? Oh, that normal foods, like I knew were gonna be an issue. Things that people had told me, you know, gum, chewy stuff, anything like gummy. But I didn't expect other things that were like normal, like rice. Rice gets caught in your stupid braces every time. Like little pieces of rice will just like hang out in between the brackets, and you'll have to go like swish some water around and all that to get it all clean. And you wouldn't think that rice would be difficult to eat. You think it'd be perfectly fine. Same thing with like corn. Like I find little pieces of corn in my teeth all the time, and I'm like, what? For mine, they actually put some like blue composite material, which is like not real tooth, but they like put a ball of it on top of my molars on each side so that my teeth actually wouldn't close down, because I have short teeth. I know it's not that obvious, but I was biting down on the bracket, like biting on the metal, and it kept like coming off because I was biting on it. So they put this fake composite stuff on top of my molars so I couldn't bite down on it anymore. But the consequence of that was my front teeth never closed. So for a while I was walking around like this. Like my teeth didn't close. I just like had to walk around like that. So eating like a piece of lettuce, I couldn't tear it. Tomato slice, which is like kind of either all or nothing in my mouth because I couldn't tear it. So I found myself chewing like on the side like a rabbit or something. But overall, I think that if you can plan ahead your meals, you'll be fine. Like you can still eat that apple, you can't really bite into it, but just cut it up into slices and take it with you. You can totally do that. I started eating more fruits and vegetables that are easier for me to eat. So I don't as much eat like, let's see, an apple, for example, like I just said. I'll probably eat pineapple or grapes or berries or something that's easier for me to eat. I cut up pineapple, I cut up melon, and because those keep longer. If you cut up an apple, you kind of have to eat it right away. Same thing with bananas. If you cut a banana right now, you got to eat it within the next 10 minutes or it's going to be disgusting to me because I'm picky. But I feel like braces are a really good investment in your health and your future. And if you can afford it and you have any questions about it, just go talk to your dentist and be like, hey, do you think I'm a candidate? What do you think I need to do? How long do you think I'd have them on? Do you have any recommendations? Some dentists are orthodontists, surgeons, and general dentists at the same time. You don't know. If you've never asked, you might not know that. Or if you don't have a dentist, definitely go in. A lot of them have specials or flyers in the mail too, or online, that's a free new patient exam. And they'll just do x-rays and kind of make sure everything is okay. And then they'll give you their plan. It's kind of like when you go into an auto shop. They might have a free diagnostic where they're like, all right, we'll do a 22-point check on your car, and then we'll let you know what we think you should do. And then they give you a list, and it's like, of course, like $5,000, and you're like, I'll just replace the tire, thanks. But it's the same thing with your teeth. You know, you have to pick and choose. So I started with the fillings, and then a bridge, and then a root canal, and then getting my wisdom teeth out, and other extractions, and then now the, you know, braces and implants. So I feel like everyone's dental journey is different. My sister and I came from the same household, and she has no cavities, and I had 8 by the time I was 20. So everybody's different. I feel like it's nothing to be ashamed of, and if you feel like it's something that you want to do, comment below or private message me or something, because I would definitely be willing to talk to you and recommend what I think are good products to floss with. I really enjoy Glide, I think it's called. It might be by Crest, but they're like individual packets of floss, and they have a hard tip on one end, and then the floss is attached just in a long strip. It's almost like a needle and thread, but it's just floss. Just like you have like the pointy part, and then you have the floss at the end. And so the pointy end makes it easy to thread under your braces and to just thread through. I hope that makes sense. I definitely recommend a good mouthwash that's like anti-sensitivity, and that will really help, because after appointments you can be very sensitive, even to cold and heat, which you wouldn't expect. I also recommend having some warm or room temperature water. I found that cold water was like really hard sometimes. I really liked using my wax. I'd ball it up in little circles and pop it on wherever my braces were killing me. Like right now, they said, oh, well, you don't really need braces back there. Those teeth are clean, are perfect. So they put this, and they ended the brackets right there. Can you see? I have the wire ends right here. So that part right there, I hit it, you see? All the time, like when I'm smiling, opening and closing my mouth, I hit that wire. So I often walk around with wax on there, and that is really helpful. Wax is your best friend. Some people only need it for like the first week they have braces. Other people need it the entire time. A year and a half, I have used like wax every single day, at least multiple times a day. Sometimes not even every couple days or something, but I definitely ingested more wax and rubber bands than is probably healthy for me. But I guess I ended up okay, so that's fine. I also recommend taking some ibuprofen before your tightenings at the orthodontist, or having it with you, because you don't know. Like, it's not a tightening. Like, people always refer to it as a tightening. It's not a tightening like back in the old days when they used to like crank your braces tighter. For me, they take out the wire, they take out the little colored pieces, and then they replace the wire with a stronger wire. So they keep upping the size of your wire and the strength of it. And then whatever custom stuff you need, they'll do. And then they choose the color to put around it. So for me, I paid extra, $300 extra, I think it was, to get the clear brackets on the top. These are clear. These ones are silver. So I paid $300 extra to get the clear on the top, because you can't see my bottom teeth anyway. See? Unless I want you to see them. So they let you pick a color for the O's that go around it. So I chose pink. And they replace it, and then the orthodontist comes over and says, okay, everything's good, let's see you back in 6 weeks, and you're done. My orthodontist office has free ice cream when you're done, so kind of is a perk, you know. I've heard other places have like a frozen yogurt machine or whatever in the waiting room. I don't know what the thing is with sugar and dental work, because like my dentist office gives away like suckers. I'm like, these aren't sugar free, are they? I don't know. But anyway, long story short, I definitely recommend getting braces if you need them and if you can afford them. I don't think you'll regret it. There have been moments when I really hate them. There are moments when I'm like, why does everything keep sliding off? Why doesn't the glue hold the brackets onto my teeth? Why is this wire poking me? I can't sleep, this hurts. But a couple of ibuprofen and put some wax somewhere it's hurting, and you'll be fine. When you first get them on, they just sit you down in a chair, they put a bunch of glue on your teeth, and they stick the brackets on. No wire in between, nothing threading them. You just have like little brackets dotted on the center of all your teeth, and then they thread the wire through, and you feel it engage. As soon as they put those in, you're like, oh, and you're sore for a few days, but it's fine. Then it depends on your treatment plan, like how long they think you're gonna have them and all that. They'll do x-rays and kind of determine what's going on with your mouth. But they also will give you rubber bands to wear. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you've seen like I have like, it looks like fangs, like just hanging down. Or I've had triangles, I've had clasp 3 triangles to the back. I've had crazy stuff with rubber bands in my mouth. But overall, I feel like I have a nice smile now and I'm not ashamed of it. And I feel like I worked hard for it. I know I just had to like wear some metal in my mouth for a year and a half, but I really do feel like I worked hard. I worked hard for the money to pay for it, and I had to put up with a lot of crap. This is crap, but it's totally good crap. Does that make any sense? Anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions or want to know more about the process. I'm really excited. I'm getting my braces off at the end of August 25th. So coming up pretty soon here. I don't know when you're watching this, so we'll just say pretty soon. And I'm going to do an update video, probably with some before and after. So here's the before. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.